Well, hi all, well, big welcome back to the channel. Will you join us in Albania? We weren't sure what to expect, but we certainly weren't expecting to be hijacked by a puppy. Let's have a look. Evening all. Cheers.
Cheers.
Finally,
We made it.
We're in Albania. It's like the biggest wait ever. So yeah, tires sorted. We got here, honestly, so hassle free. The quietest border crossing. It was just, the guys there were just like, yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, stamp, done. That was it.
There was hardly any queue either, but I think we came in on quite a quiet crossing.
We did, and then we just stopped, got a SIM card, and it was as simple as nobody waiting. Here you go. It was like
29 euros for 100 gigabytes.
Yeah. You can't get a cheaper one, but we use quite a lot of data, so
we like to make sure we have enough.
We opted for the bigger card. But, I mean, what a gorgeous evening. We weren't expecting that.
No, and it said it was going to rain, but it's beautiful.
We've got a great little spot, honestly. And we just sat here, actually, just a moment ago, thinking, how nice is this to sit here, and all we can hear is no road noise, zero. We got the little tinkle of a goat bell.
And the birds.
And the birds. And a little bit of wind, actually, a little bit of breeze, which is nice because it's cooled down.
And it's beautiful. We've got a view of the lake and the mountains.
Really, yeah.
And we're just surrounded by fields, really. I think maybe lavender in that one. I think they grow quite a lot of lavender here. Yeah.
But we're actually heading off. We'll just stay here one night because we're a bit behind schedule now because of the tyres. So we're going to head up to Theth tomorrow and just sort of scope it out. There isn't much there, but I think the scenery is what it's all about.
Yeah, there's a couple of really well-known hikes up there, and yeah, it looks beautiful.
Hopefully some great off-grid camping, which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, so we're all stocked up, lots of water, lots of everything really. So
almost a full tank of fuel, a full fridge, money in the purse from the cash point today, lots of data on the phones. It feels really nice actually when it's like that. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So anyway, for now.
Yeah.
A little glass of red and...
Here's to Albania.
So I know it's a bit dark, but we were just sitting here listening to some music, and then Izzy got up and she said...
It's light. No, that's terrible.
Wow, she said, look at that. And we just looked out the window. And there we have it.
There's the moon.
And it's just gorgeous here. Well, morning guys. Well, after yet another crazy storm last night, we've got a fresher morning this morning, and we're actually just about to head off. We're just getting packed up, drive into the mountains. We know we've got about 2 days of sort of light rain up there, clouds in, and then it's gorgeous again. So hopefully we'll get the chance to get out and about, and do a little bit of exploring. We head north on the only road that takes you into the accursed mountains, otherwise known as the Albanian Alps, and in fairness, it's pretty quiet. So the road up to Theth is pretty good.
So far.
So far, I've said it now. There's loads of passing places, but it is really twisty bendy. And one thing you'll notice is the Albanians drive way too fast. So they drive pretty big, powerful cars. They come around a corner flying and then slam on the brakes. Some of these little switchbacks are really, really tight. And we're okay, we've got quite a short wheelbase on this and a good turning circle, but if you're in a really, really big rig, I think you'd really struggle. Okay, a little gap in the trees, and down there is where we're heading. There ain't companies?
No.
Oh, first time we're going to have to do a little shunt. Right, first time ever, had to do a little U-ey. A little 3-point turn.
It's very tight there. No road really to speak of.
Right, that was meant to be an hour and a half drive. That was at least 2.5 hours this morning. We're just coming into Theth right now. I mean, you can see it's just starting to be developed. We drove past a brand new zip line. It's not actually operational yet. Lots of new hotels going up.
Oh, there's a bit of water in the river. Beautifully clear river.
Yeah, you can see the roads.
Are they roads?
They're of course the roads. What else are they?
Areas where people drive.
Because I think the weather is probably pretty extreme here in the winter.
God, yeah.
Right, there's a few campers down here, so we're just going to go and join them. Right, we are parked up. We're level.
By the river.
By the river, and I think we're going to go for a little stroll around the village. Maybe stop for a coffee, buy lunch, and see what's happening. We check out the village shop, which is basic. Thankfully, we're all stocked up. So I think it's fair to say that it's very basic here, but there is a tourist information, and I think it probably is up and coming. So we're just going to go in, have a look and see what's on offer. It really is a bit of a wilderness, and it's all about the wildlife, the hiking and the natural landscape. Evening all. Well, Izzy's got dinner on the go. It's 7:25. The light is changing. That's one of the things we're noticing here. It's a lot cooler up here, which is lovely. So
we're having storage tonight. Comfort food.
We are. What's cooking?
We're having huevos rancheros. Our Spanish friends would be horrified that we're having this in the evening. But it's just what we fancied tonight. So we've got some chorizo, some beans, some peppers, some red onions, a bit of garlic, a tin of tomatoes and a tin of beans. I've just cooked off a flatbread so it'll be nice and crispy to dip in the eggs. Yeah, got some lime and some eggs. And any minute now, yeah, because the lime you just squeeze on when you serve and it just gives it a real lovely tang. So I'm just about to break the eggs into the mix and then lid on for 5 minutes. And there we go. We have a gorgeous big Actionmobile beside us. But look at that, you can just see the light changing. Big reveal. Ooh, there it is. Oh, it's good. Yep, no. If anything, it's good. It always looks like a bit of a car crash, this. It does. It looks like a pile of catsup, really, but... It does, but it's honestly, really if you make it, the flavours are just so good. Yeah. Right, there's some more left, but... And of course it is in the cookbook. The camper cookbook. Stop it. Sorry. That's it. That's it. See? Always have to get the little plug in there, don't you? Of course. I want people to experience this deliciousness. You want to share the catsup? Yeah, if you want to put it like that, yeah. Right, rain stopped. We're out for a little walk. And we've just come down to the church. And it is really beautiful. And it's somewhat fresher. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my guys, well we have woken up to such a different morning. It feels like a different place actually. Just looking outside at that gorgeous mountain range this morning, and I think I'm going to offload the scooter, going to go for a little explore and then a little explore on foot. So we're just having a spot of breakfast and then we'll get sorted out and get going. We will. It's fair to say we were joined by a few other campers, but for now it's time to jump on the Go Anywhere scoot and go explore. Thank you. Right, so we've just scooted down to the car park for the hike for the Blue Eye. So it's not too busy, but let's get up there, see what's on offer. Well, that water is so clear. Wow. I'm just looking at this.
just looking in front of us, and this is exactly why we come to these places, because that is just nature at its finest. It's just beautiful. Look how clear that water is. So this is one of the two blue eyes in Albania. There's one in the north, this one, and one in the south. And it is gorgeous, but I have to say it's been spoiled a little bit. There's obviously a few people here, but there's lots of little structures about, and just takes away that natural beauty really. So, but it's good to see. For now, it's time to head back to the scooter, but not before we stumble upon this fabulous rock formation carved out by water. Well, this is much better than the eye. It's absolutely gorgeous here. Really, really interesting. Alright, is it? How's the water?
It was absolutely gorgeous, but it was really cold.
How cold?
I only really stuck my feet in it for about 3 seconds before deciding it was cold.
Okay, we're back at the truck. We're just sitting having a bite of lunch and a cup of tea. And we've just decided actually we're going to move on. We've got some really hideous weather coming in. 45, 50 mile an hour winds, heavy rain. And since we've been here, we haven't had any connectivity, nothing whatsoever. So that's proved quite difficult for us. So yeah, we're going to sort of finish off lunch and, well, it's a bit of a late lunch, and get on the road. And we've got to go back down the road that we've come up on, because the track, the circular track, is really only for motorbikes, and we're just too big for it. So sadly, back down that busy road. Okay, farewell Theth. Right, well, here we are back at this little spot because it's so good. I mean, number one, we have a signal. Number two, it's actually just off our route. And number three, although it's not that far, it's only a few hours driving, but it's a really engaging drive, and I don't really want to drive that much further today. So we figured, look, we know the place, let's come back, let's sort of stop here, have a cup of tea, and sort of just get our thoughts together in terms of where we're going from here. Oh right, look at this. Izzy has cooked up chicken biryani. Don't mention the book. But it feels really good to be here. It's so quiet here, we love it. But long enough day actually. Yeah. Long enough day on the road, so. Yeah. Right. Here, cheers.
Cheers, babe. Happy Friday.
Yeah. And just look at that lovely sky. Well, morning guys. Well, yeah, we find ourselves in a little bit of a position. So we turned up here yesterday, and within a short space of time, we could hear these little noises, little squeaky noises outside. So I went out, and there was a little puppy. I think best guess, maybe 6 weeks old. It's very small, frightened, and just a, you know, lot of mum in sight.
Hungry. Yeah. Big bloated stomach, bones sticking out.
So we just thought, you know, we're in the middle of nowhere. Where does it come from? So we obviously fed him, and you know,
Weetabix, don't know that was the best thing, but
no. So we've sort of been feeding him sort of periodically, and we're just sort of now looking at, we find a shelter actually at Charity in Shoda, about 45 minutes from here. So I think our plan really is to go from here down to the shelter. They're open 7 days a week. We've sort of checked them out on the website. It's a non-government organisation. They've got a Facebook page. So, and then they try and obviously look after them, and then they try and rehome them. So I think our plan really is to head down that way with the puppy and go from there really, and fingers crossed they can look after him and rehome him. It's probably the best we can hope for. There's no way he's going to survive here. Just no way.
I don't see how he can. There's nothing for him to eat. There's predators everywhere. So we put a towel out for him because it's like spiky grass here, and that must be very uncomfortable when you're very thin. Yeah, just put your water here. That's it. And now this morning he's got a really fat bloated tummy again.
Honestly, it's worse than having a baby. There you go.
You want, don't
Look
you?
at this.
God. Oh, he's obviously hungry, but he hasn't cried at all. He's been really good.
He's always hungry.
I think we should call him Albie. Well, we have to give it a name, don't we?
That's original.
Yeah, but it means we remember him when we talk about all the dogs we've met on our travels.
Well, that's true.
We'll remember him.
Dogs find you, and it's really difficult when you get attached to a dog and you feed them, and especially after mess day, our big dog a mess day.
I said to Phil, that's it, we're not getting involved in another dog again. It's too emotionally difficult. But what do you do when a puppy presents itself?
It's a
you
baby.
Can't ignore it.
No, it's a baby.
Of course you can't.
So, anyway, that's the plan. Alrighty, man. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. We even asked the local goat herder if he knew where Mum was, but sadly, he wasn't interested. Alright, Izzy. How's your puppy experience?
Oh, do you know, he's been lovely. I've really enjoyed, I suppose, looking after him for a couple of days, but it's time for him to go to a shelter today. Hopefully get rehomed, somebody that'll look after him.
Yeah, he's very lovely.
He's very cute.
He is.
Lovely little thing. But yeah, he's really itchy this morning, look.
He is. I think he might have some mites.
Yeah. I should be sorry to see you go.
Right, so we're on our way to a little charity called Animals Need Me to try and get this little fella a new home. I'm pretty sure it's his first time in the vehicle. So we've just come through the centre of Skoda and we're on the outskirts of the city now, and we're only about 2 minutes away from the shelter, so fingers crossed. We believe it's open until 1 o'clock today. It's a Sunday, and yeah, we'll go from there. But he's sparkled. He's out for the count.
Yes.
Boy.
It's okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Well, there he goes. Oh. I knew that would happen. I knew Izzy'd be upset. So that's it. Farewell, little puppy. But there's no way we would have survived where he was, so he's going to be better off here.
I hope so.
You're right.
I would have kept him if it had been possible. He was so lovely.
Well, evening guys, we've just got dinner on the go. We've been quiet today because we've been a bit out of sorts. I think having our little puppy, or not having our little puppy, has it's been a bit upsetting actually. And it's a bit silly because we only had him for about 36 hours, but
but
I know it's affected his especially.
yeah.
Hmm?
I really fell in love with him. He was
Yeah.
so cute, and do you know, he asked for nothing really.
No. He was very good, easy.
He was lovely, and if our circumstances had been different, I would have kept him, but it's just not possible for a lot of reasons. And that was really hard, letting him go today.
Mm.
I never would have said I was a doggy person, but maybe I am.
Well guys, that's it for this week. A big thank you for stopping to the end. Well, very quickly, we've had a couple of updates from the charity and a couple of videos, and our little puppy is doing really well. Love to know your thoughts. Leave us a comment. Bye for now.